I'll never forget the night my entire world fell apart. It was around 2 in the morning. The house was quiet, the kind of stillness where you can hear the ticking of the clock in the hallway. I had been lying awake in bed for hours, staring at the ceiling, waiting for my wife, Emily, to come home. She told me she was out with friends, just a late girls' night. I wanted to believe her. I tried to. But something in my gut told me the truth was different. And then I heard it. The sound of her key sliding into the front door. My heart raced. She was finally home. But then, before I could even get out of bed, I heard a voice. A low whisper. Her voice. She said, "Shish, don't worry. He won't notice." I froze. She wasn't alone. A second voice followed, a man's. Confident. Almost mocking. "Are you sure? What if he's awake?" I felt the blood drain from my face. My chest tightened. I wanted to believe I misheard, that maybe the TV was on, or maybe a neighbor's voice carried through the walls. But no, the footsteps were inside. In my house. I quietly got out of bed, my heart pounding so loud I was afraid they would hear it. Each step I took down the hallway felt heavier than the last. I could hear them laughing softly, whispering like guilty teenagers sneaking around. Except these weren't kids. This was my wife. The woman I had built 12 years of my life with. I peeked around the corner, and there she was. Emily. My wife. Standing in the dim light of the living room, arms draped around a man I'd never seen before. His hands on her waist like they belonged there. Her smile, the smile I thought was mine, was his. It felt like someone shoved a knife straight through me. I wanted to scream. To charge into the room and demand answers. But I didn't. Instead, I just watched. Frozen. My whole body trembling. I couldn't process it. My brain screamed at me, "Do something, say something." But my heart was already shattered into 1,000 pieces. And then I heard her whisper again. "Don't worry, he's probably asleep. He never notices anything." That broke me. The idea that she thought of me as blind, as someone so unaware that she could sneak a man into our home, our marriage bed only a few feet away. I felt humiliated. Worthless. Finally, I stepped forward. My voice cracked, but it was louder than I expected. "I notice plenty." They both jumped. Her face turned white as a sheet, and the man, he didn't even look guilty. He smirked, like he had won some kind of game. Emily stuttered, I can explain." But I stopped her. "Explain what? That at 2 in the morning, you brought another man into my house? That everything you promised me, our vows, our life, meant nothing?" The silence that followed was suffocating. She opened her mouth, but no words came out. The man just shrugged, as if none of this mattered. And maybe to him, it didn't. But to me, it was everything. I looked at her one last time. My wife. My partner. The person I trusted most. And I realized. I didn't know her at all. I walked past them, straight to the front door, and opened it wide. "Get out. Both of you." The man left first, still smirking, like he was proud of what he'd done. Emily hesitated, tears streaming down her face. She begged me to listen, to give her a chance to explain. But I couldn't. Not anymore. I wasn't angry in that moment. I was empty. She finally left, and the door clicked shut. The silence afterward was louder than any shouting could have been. That night, I sat in the same living room where I had just seen them together. My body shook, my mind replaying the scene over and over like a cruel movie on repeat. I kept asking myself, when did I stop being enough for her? When did she stop loving me? Was I blind, or did she just become someone I never knew? The hardest part wasn't losing her. It was realizing she was never really mine. The woman I thought I loved was just an illusion. But as the hours passed, through the tears and the heartbreak, something shifted. I realized I deserved better. That love shouldn't feel like doubt at 2 in the morning. That trust shouldn't be shattered in whispers and shadows. The next morning, I packed her things. I didn't yell. I didn't beg. I didn't ask why. Because the truth is, no answer could ever fix what she broke. And here I am, telling this story not because I want pity, but because I want anyone listening to remember this. You cannot hold on to someone who doesn't value you. You cannot force loyalty from a heart that wanders. It hurts, God, it hurts, but sometimes the greatest strength is in letting go. So when I think back to that night, to her whispering he won't notice, I realize she was wrong. I did notice. And now, I'll never forget. If you've ever felt betrayed, just know you're not alone. Heartbreak may break you, but it also rebuilds you into someone stronger.